Hi everyone, so welcome to day 2, 3 and 4 on Conversations on the Quarantine Couch. So I've got to start by telling you that things didn't go too well last night. You'll notice that there's somebody missing from our conversation and yeah, things got a little bit rough and so I'll just show you how things ended up. As you can see, it looks like there's a bit of splatter that happened after Murray and I had a bit of a discussion and yeah, wasn't pretty.
Hello.
He's here. It's just that we think that CSI actually did the interior designing for this hotel room actually, didn't they? It just looks like blood splatter in the room on the curtains and
It's really not inviting at all. You walk around and it looks like blood splatter all over the house, all over the room. It's ridiculous.
it's crazy. It is crazy. And so today we thought we'd talk about quarantine craziness, like
Yep.
the things that you're not in there, honey.
Oh, sorry.
You're looking a little bit like a midget.
Well, you're
too,
sitting
but
on your leg.
I'm sitting up high.
There you go. I feel better now. I'm up higher. You're sitting on your foot.
We thought we'd talk to you about them. Crazy, or should we say interesting, because interesting covers a multitude of things, doesn't it? So
Yeah.
the interesting things about quarantining in Brisbane, Australia.
Yeah. So as we sit here on the quarantine couch, there's a lot of things you don't expect. Some you do, some you don't expect. So what's some of the things that have been interesting so far for you, Keza?
Well, I don't know if it's interesting, but it's going to be interesting as far as physically, but the carb loading. Oh my goodness gracious me. There are a lot of carbs coming our way, which we are managing to resist a lot of
Yeah.
them. We've actually got quite a big pantry of leftover things.
Yep.
So, yeah, I'm trying to resist. We're trying to work out each day. But jeepers, Muzz, yesterday, I've got to say, that big chocolate donut that I resisted. How did you go?
No, I didn't resist it at all. In fact, I didn't resist my chocolate donut. I didn't resist your chocolate donut. And it was fun. I don't want to resist. Who would resist chocolate donuts? Come on now.
Yeah.
Hey, one of the things I've really noticed about you is watching you go a little bit crazy around the whole. Well, you normally keep our house pretty neat and clean and
Oh,
tidy.
yeah. Look, some people would say that I am a clean freak or is fastidious? Is that
Fastidious
the word?
is a good
That's
word.
a good word.
Good word.
And keep my house very, very clean. I like it that way. We don't have access to a vacuum cleaner. So, there's no like dining table or anything. And I don't know if you guys are similar to my house, but always under the male's chair, there seems to be a lot of crumbs.
I go to eat here, and because there's no vacuum cleaner, Kaz comes underneath with a serviette, catching what I drop. It's like I'm a little baby. I'm not.
But you can't clean it up. And you know what? The other thing about cleaning is that you have to. So we've got to stay healthy, right?
have to
and
stay healthy.
we've got to stay make sure that there's no bugs or anything here.
Where are you
but
going?
yet we're washing our hands in the same basin that we clean our dishes in, that we wash our hands after the toilet in, that we brush our teeth in. Oh, that's to me like, oh, not great.
I hadn't even noticed.
Oh gosh.
Sorry.
You hadn't noticed that I'm scrubbing it like after every, and yeah, it's not pretty. The other thing about the bathroom is, so your room is very minimal, okay? So very minimalistic.
Yeah.
In the bathrooms, the same. They will not give you a toilet brush. There's been some interesting artwork in the
Okay, can we move on? Can we move on
But
from the toilet?
we were given some Glen 20, so that was like a lifesaver.
All right, beautiful.
Okay, we'll move on to the other things.
Okay, my big one at the moment is just the internet. The internet here is just rubbish, and not just to watch things, but even just to do work, get online. It's just falls in and falls out to the point where I'm tethering off my phone. So my phone is my usage has gone through the roof, and it's just about, I've almost used a month of usage in what have we been here, 4 days?
Yeah.
And seriously, it's not been on downloading movies. It's just been on doing the normal
But
work.
we were told unlimited
Oh.
internet.
We-
Now, unlimited internet when everyone is on the internet is not very unlimited.
It's slow.
It's very
slow. It
slow.
sounds like this
It's
is
not
a.
great.
I hope this whole episode is not going to be whinging from us because probably is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
probably
it's just
is.
interesting conversations
That's true.
of quarantine.
That's true.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
I hear that. I see that you've got dressed up a little bit. You put your makeup on.
Noticed?
Yes.
I did. I've got my little bit of makeup on and
bit
everything
lippy?
because I'm so excited.
Why are you
Because
excited?
we got a note to say that we've got some people dropping in.
No. When they say people dropping in, honey, it's not dropping in. It's dropping in from outside. There's window washers that are going to be here in the next day or
But
two.
they can still see in our window, and it's the most people we've had contact with in 4 days.
Since Friday. So we're going to try and talk to them through the window.
So, yeah,
And
which we can't open the window.
No.
No fresh air.
no
but
fresh air, but we'll wave and we'll do sign
it
language.
might be a little bit of sign language or something.
So
like
you've done
that.
your hair and the makeup for the people that might drop in.
I don't know. And we don't know when they're going to drop in the next week, so we've just got to be ready
Yep.
for the drop in.
It's craziness.
It is craziness, but it's fun. So
Yeah.
The other thing that we have been so thankful that somebody sent us is for most of the time at the start before we got sent these
Yeah.
things. These are what we were using for eating. So
Yeah, hold those. That's wooden knife, fork, and spoon.
I don't know. I don't know. It makes a food taste different, I reckon.
Yeah, it
but
does.
someone very graciously, so thank you, Anita and Jono, sent us. Ta-da! It's like the holy grail of things to eat with.
Utensils.
Utensils. But I've decided that we're going to start a business when we get back.
What are we going to do?
We've got all these that we're collecting now, that we've got our good utensils.
So they're the knives and forks.
They're the knives and forks in
okay.
there, and I reckon that we can start I don't know, a business of picnic hampers because we've got all the salt and peppers
Oh,
and
there we
all the things all the pantry items that we're not using.
Businesses created in quarantine.
There you go.
We've got an idea.
There's something there.
There's a new business.
Yeah. I reckon. And I know that you've started a new challenge too, Muzz. That you have a challenge each day. Do you want to tell these guys quickly about that?
I do. Everyone knows I'm very, very competitive. And what happens every day at breakfast, lunch, and dinner is the caterers or whoever's looking after the catering. What they do is they're very quiet and they bring it up to the lift and then they put the little bag outside your door and they knock. And then they take off because you're not supposed to see anyone. You're not supposed to have contact with
Like
anyone.
Nick Knockers.
It's like Nick Knockers. And so you have these Nick Knockers who come, knock, 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 and then run. So my challenge every meal is around about mealtime. I try and listen out for them. And I wash my hands and I put my mask on because that's what you have to do before you go outside. And as soon as they knock, I try and open the door and try and catch them.
try and get a glimpse of somebody, but you know what? You haven't been successful yet.
Hasn't worked yet.
I think you have to stand at the door and look through the little peephole
Yeah.
and wait with your mask on,
Yeah.
hands washed, all ready,
Oh, no.
and just surprise them.
Do you know what I think they've done? I think they've employed ninja Nick Knockers to bring our
Nick
food
Knockers.
around so we
Ninja
can't
Nick
catch them.
Knockers. Wow.
Ninja Nick Knockers.
They're seeing it as a game, and I reckon that we're up for the
I'm
challenge.
up for the challenge. I'm ready to play the game. I'm ready
Actually,
to play the game.
speaking of playing the games, honey, I honestly think someone should start a Survivor come Big Brother quarantine show.
Oh, seriously.
I reckon there's some money to be made in that. I think that it would be for interesting viewing.
People would bail out. People would just leave.
But if we had to, like in Survivor, you've got to vote people out. We've only got each other that we can vote out.
Oh, vote me out. I'm out. I vote
Can't
me
vote
out.
yourself out.
It's funny the little things that we do. You know, your mind gets caught up in other funny little things. So we've. Can I show your the little thing you've been doing with the water bottles?
Oh yeah. Okay.
can I
Well,
show
look, they can show how fastidious I actually am.
This is how fastidious Kaz is. We've got our water bottles, and so she's decided to make a bit of a honour board of the water bottles. So she's put them up there as a bit of an honour board for our water bottles.
And trophies. They're, how much water you're consuming a day. That's very, very important.
It is.
I know that most of those bottles up there are mine. So Murray consumes a cup of coffee and thinks that is his water content.
It's water?
It's not water content.
Okay.
Anyway, that's our day 2, 3, and 4. We've only got 10. We're almost into single figures.
Come on now.
We can do this.
Come on
we
now.
are doing okay. And for all those people that have been wondering, we're doing okay. Our marriage is okay. That's the first thing people ask. How you guys going?
Despite the
Yeah.
bloodstains.
Don't worry about that. I'll clean that up later. But we're going okay. We're just so thankful for you guys and just the messages and gifts, and yeah, it's just keeping us entertained and going, and we just appreciate you.
Yeah.
So
We hope this is entertaining you, because it's certainly entertaining us.
So this is Quarantine on the Couch.
Quarantine on the Couch.
See ya.